Check, Duelists, it is I, Hellgear. October 14th is when this ban list is going into effect. We've been thinking about it. We've been having our predictions and the talks of the town on what cards are going to be getting smacked, what cards are coming back, and where Duelist decks are going to be hitting. The big ideas for now are taking cues from the OCG, clapping the Sky Striker deck, and most importantly, clapping Orcust. And here's the thing. Before I scroll down and get into this, because remember, this goes into effect Monday, October 14th, which is Canadian Thanksgiving Day and Columbus Day for United States. Alright then. Look. The only thing I can think of that'll hurt Sky Strikers even more is if they limit Widow Anchor and get rid of all the hand trap disposal, because they're all back row. Dual Devastator is on its way, and there's a lot more hand traps, so they're probably not going to do that. I'm thinking that they'll take Skull Dread to 1 finally, but let's see. The print's small, but that's alright. I got your back. Alrighty then. Without further ado, let's get with it. So we don't have too many new changes here. Let's scroll down. People are saying that we probably won't get any changes until the extra deck, which we've got some stuff in blue. So let's take a look here. We have Guard Dragon, a Garpain, and Nightmare Mermaid on the axe. So, let's just be real. In Japan, Guard Dragon, a Garpain is banned anyway. We saw this coming. The free clap from the extra deck in the form of Hot Red Dragon Abyss. You know, they're starting to be tired of that. But here's the thing. LP and Pisty still have another painstaking disruption that they can pull from decks going by the way of a Morphage Goliath. So they're probably going to be you pulling that out in duels now. And since Skull Dread is still a thing, they're going to have 3 dragons anyway. So the loss of a Garpain, in my opinion, isn't too bad. It'll hurt decks that use the Guard Dragon engine. You know, the Red Eyes deck, the Blue Eyes decks, well, some Blue Eyes decks. The Dragon Link deck actually takes a lot of pain out of this one, because, you know, Dragon Link does that. Nightmare Mermaid is the slap in the face to Orcust, but look, that's not going to change their deck. Orcust has evolved too highly, in my opinion. There are so many different variations now that even if Mermaid is a play extender, you'll be able to compensate for that easy. So, no new surprises there. We getting anything else synchro-wise, or is that it? Okay, that's it for the monsters. So let's take a look at spells. Matter of fact, let me deal with that really fast. We don't want to have the alarm going off super duper early. Alright, let me scroll down a little bit more. If I see something new, I'll reveal the lens. No new spells, no new traps. Okay, so those are the only bans, are those 2 monsters. We got a Garpain and Mermaid ban. Those are the only bans. Let's go to the singles. I'm looking for Skull Dread here. It. They've limited Widow Anchor. Okay. Well. Wow. They've limited Widow Anchor. Okay, so Dragon Link's hurting. Widow Anchor. Let me go back up because I think I missed something because this is the one card only list. I was expecting like another monster, but there are no other monsters here. Okay, so I'm not just tripping. It really is no monsters being limited. I thought they would have limited Skuldred by now. Alright, so Widow Anchor being limited. As I said, this is probably going to be the only thing that hurts Sky Striker with this being limited because Widow Anchor in many cases is like an out for problematic things. Things for a turn. You know, this is their way around Borosword Dragon for some odd instance, right? No, it's not their way around Borosword Dragon because it's immune to card effects. But yeah, with Widow Anchor being limited, now the deck is starting to get even more painful, at least in my opinion. Sky Striker Duelists will be able to compensate for this because this is the top deck of the meta. Any traps being limited? Nope, that's it. Alright, now for the deuces. Dark Arm Dragon? Really? No spells? No spells? Only Dark Arm Dragon is 2. Okay, so we have another dad. Does this mean the Teledad deck is going to come back? I don't know if that's going to be a case. If anybody wants to try to run a Teledad deck in 2019, go right ahead. So, now that we know that's going on, a very small list. What's coming off the list? Okay, Envoy of the End is now free play, doesn't matter. Malicious is now free play. We didn't see that. Stratos is now at 3. Okay, well, heroes are on the rise. Either the Heavenly Monarch is now free play. Well, if the Monarch decks want to get with it, this is their chance. We have El Shaddai Construct at free play. That's good. Royal Tribute is free play. And, ooh. Now that's spicy. Alright, Super Rejuvenation is no longer banned. Well. Okay, so when one door closes on dragon decks, another door opens. There was a really sick play I remember with Super Rejuvenation on dragons. I think it was with the Dragon Rulers. I could be wrong. But Super Rejuvenation now free play from being banned is kind of big. So to anybody who wants to incorporate that into their Dragon Link decks, good luck with the experimenting, and I'll be looking forward to seeing how you do that. But yeah, this is a small ban list. I mean, we've had small ban lists before, but this is small. I was expecting a bit more than that. All right, so let's recap here. Dragon Links got hit with the banning of Agarpain, just like in Japan, but they get Super Rejuve back, and Skuldred is still running rampant at 3. You figured Skuldred would be limited by now, but I guess they're not going to hit that just yet. Maybe we'll get Skuldred hit in the winter ban list. I figured that would have been limited by now. So, yeah. Shaddai Construct being free play makes sense, especially since in Japan, well, Shaddai is going to be coming back anyway, but in Japan, remember when they did that little, when they wanted everybody to do votes, I think it was either Shadal or Necros that won, and they're going to be having a deck come out, so Shadal getting all of their points back is going to be a nice thing to see. D-Hero Malicious being free play is, ooh boy, you know, hero decks have already know how this works, and with Legendary Duelist 5 busting out more evil hero support, it's gonna be real spicy. Stratos at 3 now means hero decks have even more OTK fodder going into it. Nightmare Mermaid, you know, Orcus loses a play extender. That's not going to be too big of a deal, at least in my opinion. They'll be able to compensate for that easy, you know. You know, they didn't lose Galatea, so I figure they're going to put more emphasis on that. And as I called, Widow Anchor being limited. Yeah. So Sky Striker Sky Striker is hurting right now. Is it officially time to retire the Sky Striker deck? That's the question of the video. Let me know in the comments section below. Adjust your decks, everybody. Remember, this effect kicks in Monday. So, happy Canadian Thanksgiving to all of the Canadian duelists out there. And I'll hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.